Hey guys, Jeff from RVHelpOnline.com here, and we're going to go ahead and do some roof maintenance today. As you saw in our last video, we went ahead and installed the Camco Cyclone sewer vent covers. Today we're going to be checking all of our screw heads and all of our seams on top of our rubber membrane roof. So the only things we need today are our caulking gun, which we used in the last video as well, and a couple more tubes of the Dicor self-leveling roof sealant. This is just a different package than the last one that we had, but it's the same material. This once again is in white, and we have 2 tubes. I don't think we'll need them both today, as our RV is fairly new, and it should be sealed fairly well from the factory. But we're going to go ahead and get up there, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what we're looking for and what we need to be looking for to make sure that our roof stays in good shape so that we don't get any leaks. Hey guys, so we're up on the roof, and I've already done a pre-walk of everything that I have already looked at on the roof so that I know exactly what we're going to be doing today. My roof is in actually really good shape, and so are most of the Dicor spots that are sealed. Remember, with the Dicor, it's a self-leveling caulk that is very easy to work with, and it doesn't really matter how much you use. The important part is that you just put on a good amount in order to seal your roof. Now, we always want to start and look at every seam that we have. So we're going to start here on the front of the roof. This is the very front seal. As you can see the projected screw head poking up, but there's plenty of Dicor over the top of each of them. The front seal is sealed very well, and I don't need to do any touch-ups on that. Now when we do this, I want to do this twice a year, usually in the spring before we start most of our trips, as well as the fall before I winterize it, because that's when the most of your weather is going to be hitting your roof, and you want to make sure that it's sealed, or if you get any snow load, that it's sealed and it's not going to be leaking through. So we'll go and look back at our vents. One of the products that I always recommend as well are these vent covers. They're very inexpensive, around $30 a piece, and these are for the vents over your bathroom, over your bedroom, any places like that. I always recommend putting these roof vent covers on. It helps to keep some of the heat out, as well as you can leave your vents open while you're going down the road or in the rain, so you're constantly getting fresh air. It keeps the rain and the moisture out. Now, I'm just looking around. This is sealed very well. It has plenty of Dicor, and this vent cover actually covers the majority of it. In the fall, before I winterize this, I'm going to go ahead and pull these off and check the Dicor underneath again. But I know, since I put these on, that this seal is well. So I'm going to go ahead and turn around here. We're going to pause it just for safety so that my camera person doesn't fall off the roof. We're going to go ahead and pause it, and I'm going to go ahead and move towards the back of the roof and show you some of the other items that we're going to be looking at that are important. Okay, so another main area to look at is your skylights. This is over our shower. I'm sure many of you guys have a skylight over your shower. And it's important to check all the way around, all the seals. Keep it cleaned off, brushed off. This is just some light things that have blown on it over the last couple days since the last time we were up here. It's not a big deal to have light debris on it. If there's any heavy sticks, big branches, things like that, you want to get up on your roof regularly and check those and make sure that those are off your roof. This is Dicored very well, and you can see how soft it is. There's a footprint on here actually from when we purchased it. One of the dealership actually left a footprint in it. It's not a big deal, nothing's protruding through. And like we said last video, it's important that you guys are very ginger on your roof, especially on these warm days. So I don't see anything wrong with this one. We're going to go ahead and move back to the area where we are going to need to Dicor it today. And we'll go and also show you what our Cyclone sewer vent cover looks like after we Dicored it, and it's been about 72 hours. Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and look at our Cyclone sewer vent cover, and now after further inspection I'm going to show you guys what we're looking at. I actually need to do a little bit of touch-up, so let's go ahead and look at what I'm talking about. So as you can see, we've got plenty of Dicor on here. It's still real soft because it's a very warm day. The area that we're looking at, and this is why it's so important to get up on your roof and check things, is that right along this edge you can see it's sealed, but there's a little bit of a gap, and I don't want that to ever end up going through. So we're going to go and do a little bit of touch up on that since we have our Dicor up here with us. This is why we check it. It's important, you remember from our last video, that you want to keep the Dicor off of this ring, this collar, because this is what allows this to spin. And if you haven't seen our last video, I'll go ahead and link to it at the end of this video, and I recommend watching it. And I also recommend putting these on all of your trailers. This helps to keep the sewer gases out of your RV. So we're going to go ahead and keep touching this up all the way around, make sure that we have plenty on there. Go ahead and add a little bit more to this side because this is the side that's in the sun, and it's also going to level out and seal a little bit more. Okay, so as you can see, we did lots of it. We want to make sure that it still spins freely. Now let's go and move back to the one area on the roof that could use some Dicor touch-up. I apologize for any shadows. It's on the back side of the roof today, and so the sun's not going to be to our advantage. So we're going to go ahead and just follow my hands, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what we're looking at and what we're going to die-core. Okay guys, so the area we're looking at is back here by the ladder at the very rear of the trailer. This rear seal is, as you can see, they've added some die-core to some screw spots, but there's still a lip right here, and I'm not happy with how this metal is attached to the end of the roof. So I'm going to die-core this entire rear end, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the first couple feet, and then we'll show you what the rest of it looks like. We're going to go ahead and cut, and then I'll show you what it looks like after it's die-cored. Just for safety reasons, I don't want us moving around so close to the rear of the trailer while we're trying to video. So let's go ahead and start at this end. We'll work our way down, and I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. So remember, with the die-core, it's very easy to use. Now, it's a little bit tricky on the back side here, because I don't want it to be going over the back of the trailer. So as you can see, I'm just using nice thick beads. This will level out. A little tricky working around the ladder too, but remember, as you can see, that end's already starting to level out. And once again, I'm using white, and they put the tan on from the factory. It doesn't make a whole bunch of difference. It all does the same thing, and you can't see it from the ground anyways. Very deceptively. So as you can see, this is the portion that we've already die-cored. I've got a little bit of touch-up I need to do right here, and this is the area of concern where we were looking at. As you can see, there's a trough here basically that's just going to hold water, as well as there's a metal lip, and that's what we're trying to seal and fill all the way down. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and cut, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like after we're all done. Okay guys, so we went ahead and finished all of our die-coring on this the rear seal where the cap is, where it attaches to the rear fiberglass from the roof membrane. We used about a full caulk tube of die-core, on this project. I like to go heavy with the die-core. It's very cheap, especially to prevent leaks. A roof leak, they would have to take off the entire rear cap and potentially replace it all, as well as the wood. So it's much cheaper for an $8 or $10 tube of die-core to do more of it than less of it, in my opinion. Now remember, the only parts of this that we die-cored was we touched up our sewer vent cover, and we also did this rear cap. So let's go ahead and have the camera go down and show what we did. As you can see, that trough from the original, where you saw it originally, we filled that entire trough all the way down, especially right along that metal seal where it's going to hold water. And in this area, it had a little bit of a low spot, and I didn't want water to be sitting in there, so I filled in and used a little bit in there as well. This is going to level out. It's going to continue to sink down and level itself out. This stuff's very easy to work with, and it really doesn't make a whole bunch of difference on how much of it you use. Like I said though, I prefer to use more than less. So let's go ahead and get down off the roof, and I'm going to go ahead and let you know what these products were again, and we'll see you in a minute. Hey guys, so thank you so much for your support with our YouTube channel as well as our website, rvhelponline.com. I encourage you to head over to the website and check out the rest of our posts. We've got a number of content ideas on there, as well as travel reviews, gear reviews, and tips and tricks similar to this one on how you can maintain your RV, and some cool things on how to make your RVing life easier. I encourage you to like and subscribe to the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. I don't mind. It's okay. I'd obviously prefer the thumbs up, but once again, this is a very simple project. The only things you need are a caulking gun and the tubes of die-core. You can buy these directly through our store, which is linked at the top of the website, through our Amazon store, or you can get them at Camping World or a number of other places that carry caulking and things like that. Once again, this is die-core. Self-leveling sealant. They make it in a number of colors. I always use the white because it's easier to find. I have it most places. But you can order any color you have that you may need for your roof. Once again, I always double check this twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall. The fall one especially is the important one. That's when you're going to be getting most of your weather, your snow load, things like that, and you don't want that water sitting up there and potentially finding a way in through your roof membrane. Thank you guys so much again for the support. Like and subscribe and share it if you don't mind. Thank you guys and have a great day and safe travels.